Hi everyone, welcome back to our latest Exile segment, and I hope you're doing all right out there. The focus this week is going to be everything's going to be okay through our faith. So God bless all of you, and hang in there.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another week of How to Live Well in Exile. In this week, the topic is everything is going to be okay.
Everything's going to be okay.
I was reflecting about when I was a child and I was riding my bike and my front wheel went off of the curb, but my back wheel stayed on top. It rubbed up against the curb, and as I tried to reposition myself, I toppled over.
That's going to leave a mark.
And I ended up with quite a bit of scratches and bruises. And the mail lady was right there, and she came over and helped me up and then took me home, and mom and dad were there, and they just kept saying, everything's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. And I think these are words that I need to hear right now.
All I really want is someone to tell me that everything is gonna be all right.
It's probably why I chose to talk about it. I think we're all in this place of feeling a little exhausted and wondering, what does new normal look like? What does the future look like?
I took a ship to the year 3000. This song had gone multi-platinum.
Is it gonna be okay? And when we're kids, we have mom and dad to tell us everything's gonna be okay. And when that is spoken in love, it takes away my fear. It doesn't take away the pain, but it takes away my fear. St. John in his letter says, love has no room for fear. It's why when mom and dad tell me everything's gonna be okay, when they say that out of love for me, I know that everything's gonna be okay. I don't know how everything's gonna be okay, I just know that everything's gonna be okay. And with same as with God. I hear him saying everything's gonna be okay. And he says this in scripture too. In the book of Revelation, Jesus says to St. John again, he says, behold, I make all things new. Behold, I make all things new. This beautiful line that Jesus is able to take even death, even things that seem horrible, and he transforms it into something beautiful, something new. Because again, God doesn't know how to be any different. He only knows how to take and make something more beautiful. We see this in the seasons, no? That in the seasons, there's death. Winter, what happens? The trees, they go in on themselves, and the leaves dry up and they go away, and then all of a sudden the springtime comes and there comes this flowering forth, this beautiful new life. And even we as humans experience that. We walk outside and say, oh, it's such a beautiful day. We just love this day.
Oh, what a beautiful day.
You see, there's very tangible ways that God shows this. So even in a time like this, that maybe we're confused or frustrated or still angry or whatever we're feeling is okay, because it's all going to be okay. I think about when I was a kid and mom and dad said that to me. There's two things. One, I knew that it was going to be okay because they said it out of love. And two, because I know that they've experienced pain before. That I saw my dad when he got hurt, I saw him be able to say, it's gonna be okay. You know, like when we experience pain, but we get through the pain, it teaches me, it teaches our brain that I can get through other pain. It gives me this cool word called resilience. That is the ability to stand up, to face different challenges because of the challenges I've already faced. And so I grow in resilience. It's all going to be okay. How? I don't know, but I just know that it is. And I do know not a how, but a who, and that is Jesus. Jesus makes all things new. He makes your life new. He makes my life new. I think one of the struggles that I've had is being separated from people. It's hard to stay in touch with friends. No? Maybe you've experienced this. And I think in my life, I've had a deepening of relationships.
There's nothing like old friends.
Right, that God has, from this place of pandemic, which has not always been joyful or easy or a walk in the park, because we couldn't walk in the park for a while, like God is bringing out something beautiful. And that beautiful, for at least in my life, is some relationships that they were good, but because of the pandemic, I've sort of narrowed my focus in on those relationships, and I've only spoken to people on the phone or on FaceTime, and that has strengthened those friendships.
It's a bond.
That in the past they were good, but now we have endured this difficulty together. We have grown in resilience together, and that has strengthened us. So now we are coming out of this pandemic stronger than how we went into it.
That don't kill me, can only make me stronger.
But God is doing the same thing in your life. And I want to encourage you to look and ask God, where have you given me new life? What are you making new in my life, in my relationships with others, my relationship with myself, my relationship with you? God, where are you giving me new life? Where are you making something new? This is the question that as we begin to kind of come out of this pandemic, this quarantine, and things start opening up, we don't want to just, whew, thank God it's over.
It's over now.
No, because this time God has set aside for us. He permitted it. He allowed us. He intentionally formed us in this time, which means there's something that He has been growing within us. And even if I don't see it in the moment, I can look back and see how God has been working. I'd like to invite you to grab a friend, grab a family member.
Woohoo! Hi, family!
And talk about it. Talk about how you have grown or what God has been growing in you in a new way. We'll see you next week.
I never tire of looking at my reflection in the mirror.
Everything is cool
When you're part of a team. Since you've been gone. This one right here. There he is. Everybody say hi, Connor. They blow the fireballs at you. They're like, poof.
Trying to keep you all safe through the virtual pathways.
Good to go.